Betty Stewart was the typical overbearing mother. She kept tight control over her son's movement and spending habits. She never let him use her car and would only drive him to and from his job at Firehouse Subs. Moreover, Betty retained control over her son's debit card, as she was afraid he would overspend. She also did not allow him to use her debit card. Most would agree that living as the son of Betty Stewart is pretty restricting. However, Betty truly loved her son. In her mind, everything she did for him was for his own good. And you might agree because her son, Joshua Nunn, not only had a history of narcotics use, but was also only recently released from prison. And we all know that a sudden access to freedom can drag an addict back to his vices. Of course, Joshua was not so happy with the strict control Betty placed upon him, but he needed a place to live and a ride to work. And in general, everything was fine between Betty and Joshua. Betty was well liked. Every day, her and the people around her would talk, chat on the phone, and text. So when one day she went radio silent, some people became concerned. It was Betty's daughter-in-law who made a welfare check first. When she arrived at Betty's residence, she found Betty lying on the floor next to her bed, covered with blood. Her head was bludgeoned and had several crescent moon-shaped indents. There was blood everywhere. A trail of blood led to Betty's bathroom. In front of the toilet was a hammer, bloodied and stuck with brain matter. In the bathtub was a set of male clothing. It appeared as if someone had started but then given up on washing the clothes. Betty's daughter-in-law naturally called the police. When the police arrived, they noticed something odd. Betty was bereft of both her car and debit card. They suspected this to have been a robbery. Naturally, Betty's son Joshua could not have been involved because he was disallowed from using both Betty's car and debit card. But because he was missing, the police put out a bolo on him. In the meantime, Okaloosa County Deputy Sheriff Kristen Genrick noted that the missing car was a Hyundai Tucson. Being familiar with this car, Deputy Genrick knew that it was most likely equipped with BlueLink, a GPS service. She called BlueLink on behalf of the sheriff's office to obtain the location of the vehicle. Officers were dispatched to that location where the vehicle was found being driven. And what they found was nothing short of shocking. The man driving Betty's car was Joshua Nunn, and he appeared to be in the progress of partying hard. In the car with Joshua were two of the hottest babes to have ever visited a crack house. They carried with them bags of dirty clothes and told the police that Joshua was giving them a ride home so that they could do laundry. And according to these two absolute angels, prior to meeting them, Joshua was partying hard all night with Ramon, a man only described as a black dude with glasses. Maybe this guy. Ramon asked Joshua to give the girls a ride home in exchange for one hit of crack. Joshua accepted this deal, and Ramon rode away on a red and black bicycle. Godspeed, Ramon. The police were about to break some big news to Joshua. His mother had mysteriously been murdered. They brought him to the police station to be interviewed. This is that interview. Let me interrupt real quick just to give a channel update. So we have a sponsor for today's video in Morgan & Morgan. Let me just say that over the past few months, a lot of companies have reached out to me to look for sponsorships, placements in my videos, and I've rejected all of them so far. Morgan & Morgan just makes sense for this channel at the moment. They're not asking you to buy anything, and I don't have to review any products. All they want is for you to remember their name, because God forbid one day you are in an accident and need someone to claim for you the money that you're owed. Of course, maybe your first response is to call an insurance company, but we all know how that goes. They are set up to fight to not give you the money that you are owed. So what do? You got to call a lawyer. And who do you call? You can call Morgan & Morgan because they will fight for you for free. If you don't win your case, you don't have to pay them anything. If you are ever injured in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. You can submit a claim in 8 clicks or fewer without having to leave your couch. For more information, go to forthepeople.com or dial pound law, that's pound 529 from your cell phone.
Okay, Josh. All right, Josh, obviously you're in handcuffs. I don't know a lot about what's going on right now. All right, but we're conducting an investigation, so I got to read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court. You have the right to consult an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. Do you understand these rights? All right, those rights of mine, you wish to answer a couple questions? Okay. Tell me how. Go ahead, Bob. You got it? I can help you if you need it.
All right.
Got it? So what's going on tonight, man? Why are you? Do you know why you're here?
I think so.
Tell me why you're here, man. You don't need it here. Is that uncomfortable? Let's see. I'm trying to get them straight for you. See if you can get that key. Yeah. I don't know why that's not working. That probably needs to be fixed. What do you think? Yeah, we'll get that fixed. I hate when they turn like that.
Can I take this shoe off?
Sure, slide it off.
Something.
You got anything in it, or just a rock or
Just
something?
so they're a rock or a piece of glass or something. I don't know.
Here.
Okay.
I got you. Fix that cup or something. Can you turn your hand in there? Turn it this way. Toward you. How's that? Better?
Yes.
Okay. Can you get it off?
Yeah.
I get you. Yep. Good? Good. All right. You all right? You all right? So why do you think you're here, bro? And hey, listen, you're a grown man. I'm a grown man. I don't have a lot of time for BSing. Okay, let's be straightforward together. All right, and just go a lot quicker than you imagine. Okay, what you need, brother? You want to take the other one off too?
Yeah. Just gotta go barefoot.
Okay. Jordans are tight.
What's up with the bags?
Do you understand? Why do you think those bags are in your hand?
Are these some kind of special bags?
They are. So we were talking about, I mean, you're in handcuffs down here talking to an investigator. You know why you're down here talking to an investigator? Let's talk about that, man. Something happened today. I'm just trying to get your side of it. Either you're a monster or you're a man that made a mistake. That's all I'm trying to figure out. People make mistakes, man. We get caught up in a situation, we make a bad decision, we make a mistake, and bad things happen. That's one thing. But there's also somebody that just doesn't care about what happens, and is a monster. You don't look like a monster. Just trying to find out what happened. Where do you live at, man?
4809 Acorn
What's a good phone number for you?
Drive. 850-974-2129.
Okay. It's good social for you. Good social for you? What city and state were you born in?
I was born in Del Rio, Texas.
Del Rio, Texas. Have you been back there since you've been born there?
No, sir.
Okay. Who do you live with anybody at 4809?
I live with my mom,
With your mom. What's mom's name?
Betty
Betty.
Stewart. Betty Stewart.
Josh, tell me what happened today, man.
Um, in order for me to do that, do you think I could, before I leave,
I just can't hear you very well. I'm sorry.
because I've been smoking crack
Oh, okay. I understand.
all night and day. So my voice is a little.
Mm-hmm. Josh, we need to get this off your chest. There's something bad that happened. We need to get this off your chest. Okay? This is something that just isn't going to go away. We need to figure out what happened. And if you were high on drugs, then tell me you were high on drugs. But you got to lead me down the road. I got to understand what's going on. Okay? Something bad happened. I just need to know what happened. And I understand if you're high, you were high. You made a mistake. People make mistakes all the time. I just need you to tell me what that mistake was, and just so you're not a monster. I mean, you don't look like a monster. I've never dealt with you before. Been doing this for a long time. I just want to hear your side of the story.
Will let me smoke a cigarette before I go?
Unfortunately, yeah, before you go, absolutely. I'll have no problem with you smoking a cigarette before you go.
Like whenever.
Yes, whenever we get out of here, you can smoke a cigarette. Do you have any cigarettes with you when we found you? Okay, so we have, because I don't have any cigarettes. I have no problem letting you smoke a cigarette. Let's get done with what we're doing, and you can smoke a cigarette. But let's just get this out of the way, okay? I want you to be able to be a man and admit to making a mistake, and hopefully you're not just a monster and just say, I don't care. Because you don't look like that type of guy. Tell me what happened.
So, I had snuck out of the house at like 10 o'clock last night to go get high.
I'm just going to scoot a little closer to you because I can't hear you very well, okay?
And I did. I went and got some crack. And, I had some money. And I went back since I got out of prison. I just got out of prison on the 1st of November of last year. So like 3 months. I've been incarcerated for 13 years. And like my mom, she was always, she couldn't understand why, I going out getting high, because I was on conditional release. But, any type of violation, I'd go back. I'm going back anyway. The drugs really had a strong hold on me. And I haven't been able to stop smoking crack. I like and enjoy it. I enjoy smoking crack. And my lifestyle and my mom's lifestyle is just two different things. And before this happened last night, I've been having homicidal thoughts, which was new for me.
So you didn't used to have any of those kind of thoughts?
No.
Okay.
But about her in particularly, it's like, why am I having these thoughts? I never told her or anybody. But like, I guess I should have said something. At least maybe I could have been vapor acted or, it's like, and my mental health started to decline. I can't function. Like, I was so used to being in prison for 13 years. Everything's, just taken care of for you. I don't know how to be responsible. And like paying bills and just,
So tell me what happened last night when you came home after you snuck out.
excuse me. In my mind, I just wanted my money, because like my mom been holding my card, my ATM card, and that frustrated me. 'Cause it's my money. And I worked for it. I wanted
How much money did you have?
$160.
It was on an ATM card?
Yeah.
So you let mom hold it just so you didn't burn through it or anything? It's kind of a safety net?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And,
And you wanted to smoke some crack and get some money.
yeah.
So what happened? She wouldn't give it to you?
No, she, when I came back in, I came in through my window.
Hmm.
She didn't know that I was even out. And I just wanted my money. I wanted, I was just being greedy or self-centered.
So what happened when you came in? Did she hear you come in?
You know, when I came in, I went to the garage and I got a hammer. And I went in our bedroom.
Where was mom at when you got in her bedroom?
In her bed. She was sleeping. And I tried to kill her. I don't even know if I did. I don't even know if she's alive. I don't know what stage she's in. If she's dead or alive, or if she's. I know she's.
Well, when you said you tried to kill her, I mean, how did you try to kill her? You said you grabbed a hammer out of the garage.
Yeah. And I started. I started to hit her in the head with it. And she tried to fight back. And I tried to suffocate her with a pillow.
What was she doing to fight back?
Just flailing her arms. This is my mother. It still hasn't hit me. Right.
Well, this is a big step, Josh. Getting this off your chest is going to be very relief, a big relief for you to get this off your chest and be an honest man about making a mistake. It is. And I know I hadn't hit you yet, but this is the first step, is admit when you make a mistake. So you go grab the hammer out of the garage, go in mom's room. She's asleep in the bed. You start hitting her in the head. She starts flailing around. What happens next?
there was blood everywhere.
What part of the hammer were you hitting her with?
The solid piece, not the hooks.
Not the hook, but the solid piece. Okay. There's blood everywhere. Did she stop moving? Did she stop fighting at any time? About how many times do you think you hit her before she stopped moving?
I need to be in prison.
I mean, I commend you for saying that. I mean, but what were you doing 13 years for?
For robbery.
Business, person? What was it?
Business. For Circle K.
Here in town?
Mm-hmm. The pool.
The one on Racetrack?
98.
Oh, 98.
And like 2 hours later, I robbed the lingerie store down by the bridge
Mm-hmm.
for the crack.
Were you using in jail? Were you able to get any dope in jail? Yeah. So you never really got
Not
clean?
crack cocaine, but K2.
Mm-hmm. So you never really got clean?
Mm. It's just substituted for something else.
Right. I understand, man. Substance abuse is a crazy thing, man. Not a lot of people understand it. But it takes a hell of a man to own up to it, make a decision, and then own up to making a bad decision. And I commend you for that. I really do. But I really need to know kind of everything that happened. So after hitting mom, what happens next?
I grabbed the phones and her cell phone. I ran to the shower. I rinsed myself off really quick. Because I was in a hurry.
I'm listening, brother.
So I looked in at her, and she was just laying on the bed, like moaning for somebody to help her. Oh God. And I tried to choke her also. Because she was just looking me in the eyes and she said, I love you, I love you. And something's wrong with me.
What makes you think that?
Something else in my head, something's wrong.
Do you think it's the crack? Or do you think something before the crack?
It's the crack cocaine, plus mental illness. anxiety, depression, and take medication for that. But
I gotta ask you, man. After what happened in the bed, and you're in a hurry, what'd you do with the phones?
the house phones,
You said you took the phones and her cell phone.
yeah, and
What'd you do with those?
well, I just left them in the garage.
Where at in the garage?
Like by the heater.
By the heater.
Mhm.
Is Mom parked the car in the garage or in the driveway?
In the garage. So I took the car.
Mm-hmm. So this happened last night? So you said you snuck out at 10 o'clock. What time did you get back? Were you gone an hour, 30 minutes, an hour?
2:30, 3.
Oh, in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how soon after you got back did you try to go go into your mom's room? Because you wanted it, I assume you said you wanted money. Were you trying to get your card from her?
Mm-hmm. But I also wanted her card.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What bank does she use?
Ireland.
Do you know her PIN number?
No.
So what were you going to do with her card?
You can do cash back. You know, like if you do credit, you don't have to use the pen.
Yeah. Did you do that?
It was actually my intentions to look and find. Oh yes, I did do. I didn't do cash back, but I did buy some stuff.
Okay. Where did you buy stuff at?
Circle K
Which one?
in Fort Walton Beach on 98. The same one I robbed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You didn't do cash back?
they said that they couldn't do it.
Okay.
But they told me they couldn't do cash back. But they let me spend
Mm-hmm.
on credit because I didn't know her PIN. It was my plan before I did what I did. It was my plan to, like in her office, she's got like a book where she keeps all her passwords and all her. And I was just in a hurry. I was gonna look through it and find her PIN number, so I could just smoke crack into oblivion, I guess.
Yeah. It's a crazy drug, man.
Maybe it's also, I'm a sex addict. So, so when I smoke, I just like I like to go out and try to find somebody to get freaky with.
Okay. I can understand that. I mean, I'm a guy.
Yeah. But it really like takes over like my thoughts. Like I don't know. Like I look at porn every night on my phone, you know, and that causes me also to start thinking about wanting to use crack. I can never shake it. It's almost like I didn't care about the consequences, about going back to prison. For me, it's easier.
were you when you went to prison?
I was 29.
So after mom's kind of done, you said you choked her. I mean, she said she loved you. Did she stop moving? Did she stop fighting back?
Yes, she did.
What happened next?
I left.
Now, was it light outside? Was it
No, it was dark.
still dark outside? Where'd you go?
I don't even know. The people, it's just one of the crack houses
Crestview or Fort Walton?
in Crestview.
Was it in the Gap or somewhere else?
Where's the Gap?
Over there behind Main Street, like off Main Street in Crestview.
Oh yeah, that whole area.
Do you have one specific person that you buy from?
No,
So you didn't know anybody? You're just driving around down there?
actually I was walking.
Oh,
Cause I mean I had the car, but I didn't know if my mom made it to the phone or a neighbor call 911. So I was really worried, you know, about getting pulled over. So I figured I'd be better on foot.
gotcha.
So
Where'd you leave the car?
I left the car. I don't know the name of the street, but behind Eglin Federal Credit Union in Crestview. I left it there. And I went on foot.
Gotcha. How long did it take you to find somebody with crack?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Young guy, old guy?
Older than me.
Really?
Yeah, than me. I'm 41.
Yeah.
Maybe 46.
Was he in the
46.
street, at a house?
In a house.
You knew that area to have crack? You purchased there before, or somebody tell you that it was there, or what?
I purchased there before.
Gotcha. So, before you left the house with mom's car, and after you had hit her and strangled her, was she making any noises? Was she breathing when you left?
I don't know. She was making noises, like gurgling, like. I didn't really want to look.
What'd you feel like after you did it?
I really just tried to block it out and not think about it.
Yeah.
That's just smoking, getting off. So I needed more and more crack. Because I already knew that I was like pretty much fucked.
What'd you do with the hammer?
I left it on the bed.
You said you went and tried to wash off because there was blood everywhere. Did you go to her shower or somewhere else?
In my
In your shower. What were you wearing?
think I was wearing a maroon shirt, either Alabama. And I think I had on some, like, my sweatpants, some black sweatpants.
Gotcha. Were you wearing those shoes?
No,
Were you wearing any shoes?
I was.
What shoes were you wearing?
You know, I think I was barefoot. Because when I left the house, I had on sandals. And then I already, you know, felt like what I had done. Like, okay, when I ran out of money and at the dope house, I asked the guy, you know, come on, you know, just let me get a little rock, you know, blah, 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 till Saturday or whatever, or Friday when I get paid. Nobody knows what I did, because I didn't tell anybody.
You didn't tell anybody?
No.
Those two girls you were with tonight, you didn't tell them?
No.
Who were those two girls?
Just somebody who wanted to ride home. And she said she was going to pay me. So I took that to mean probably a piece of crack.
Gotcha. So when you told the dope guy to just give you a rock for till Saturday, did he give you a rock?
Mm-mm.
What happened next?
I took it.
Took it from him?
I snatched it because he was, I took it with a good 20 piece. Because he wasn't expecting me to. I just reached over and I grabbed it and I took off running. He's like, oh, you know, he chased me. And this is over there by in Crestview. It's like a way station, a sheriff's. It's like, it's not Main Street, but it's a street off of Main Street.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I mean,
Like,
were you trying to get back to your car?
Well, I was just trying to get away
Right.
from him on foot, and I did.
Was it 20 rock?
Yeah. So then I ran through like there's a dirt road, and I ran onto the train tracks. And then I crossed the train tracks, and then went to it was like just country.
And when was this? Was it light outside?
Mm-hmm.
So after you left with Mom's car, after you did what happened, you left with Mom's car, you went and parked it behind the Eglin Federal.
No.
This is way after that.
I parked the car. As soon as once I did what I did to my mom, I went to the bank, to the ATM.
Which bank did you go to?
Eglin.
Okay. The one right there in Crestview?
Yeah, it's like in the center of Crestview.
Okay.
So I immediately went and parked the car.
And what time was that, you think? Is it light outside?
No, it was dark.
Okay.
I went and parked the car near where I was gonna go and get some crack. So, and then I threw her cell phone, like when I took her cell phone with me because I don't want her to call. I guess I wanted to get away for as long as I could.
So you took the house phones and the cell phones?
No, I didn't take the house phones. I left them in the garage
Right. By the heater?
with the cell phones, yeah. And I threw mine too because I was worried that tracking.
Where'd you throw the cell phones at?
I threw hers when I was like as soon as I left. The house. It's on Applin. I don't know if you know where Applin is.
Well, y'all live right off Applin.
Yeah. I just threw hers out the window.
Well, when you went out to Applin, which way did you turn, right or left?
Left.
Turned left. Okay. And about how long on Applin were you before you tossed the phone out?
Maybe a mile.
Okay. Did you throw it out of the driver's side or the passenger side?
The driver's side.
Do you think you threw it all the way across the other lane, or do you think it landed in the road?
No, it landed in the dirt.
Because if you took a left out of Applin, there's another lane over there that you would have had to throw it over the
Right.
lane. So you think it landed in the dirt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of phone did she have?
The Samsung. It's got a pink case on it. And then my phone, I have a Samsung also.
Where'd you throw that one?
When I parked the car and got out to go walk to the dope dealer's house. I had my phone and I'm like, gosh, I wonder if they can track me. So I threw it. I don't know, it's just,
I mean, did you throw it near the car?
no.
Kind of just somewhere back there after you got out of the car?
So,
Did you turn it off first? Or did you just throw it?
I turned it off. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I turned it off. So then, I went and got high.
And you purchased crack then, right? What happened after you purchased? Where'd you go get high at?
At somebody's house.
Okay. Did you tell them what you did?
Mm-mm.
What happened after you got high there?
He got tired of me. He got tired of me. And he knew something was up. Because he knew something wasn't right. Because I have been there before. And he's like, you tell me, you're on CRT. I know people will be looking for you.
White guy, black guy? I mean,
A black guy.
black guy. Okay. Then what happens? He gets tired of you. Where you go?
I just kind of walk the streets.
Just back there off of Main Street somewhere?
Walking the streets. Hoping I'll find somebody girls to smoke or have some dope and they want to get free.
You into guys and girls?
Not really girls.
Not really girls. So just straight guys. So these girls that you picked up, where'd you pick them up?
Right there at the wherever that bar is. That was about.
Oh, okay. Down here in Fort Walton.
Yeah.
I got you. So you weren't planning on doing anything with them, just trying to get some money? How much money were you able to get off Mom's card?
I bought 3 cases of beer and a bag of cigarettes.
What kind of cigarette?
Marlboro Light.
Just regular Marble Lights?
100s.
100s?
And then the beer, I got the beer to drink, but when I don't know the name of that club or that bar in Fort Walton Beach.
I'm not sure where you were at.
Well, right there by, it used to be the sheriff's office in Fort Walton Beach. On 98. Not on 98, on Hollywood.
By the softball field?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. It's not a club anymore, is it? Is it still a bar?
Yeah.
That's where you were at?
I wasn't inside, I was just outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's changed so much. Is that where you met those girls? Yeah. And where are you trying to give them a ride to?
Wherever they live.
Did they tell you where they live?
No, she just asked. I said, okay.
Gotcha.
But, like, I know, like, I've seen the police pull up, and that's why everybody who was in the parking lot at the bar or whatever, the club, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I guess I knew it was a chance that I was going to get pulled over. A really good chance. Because I felt like the police was watching me all night.
Do you have any siblings? You do? How many you have?
I have 1 brother and 2 sisters.
What are their names?
Jeff, or Jeffrey, Jennifer, and Charlotte.
Okay. Where do they live at?
In Crestview. Jeff and Jenny live in Crestview. Charlotte lives in Gainesville.
Oh. What do you think? What do you think happened to Mom?
Did she die?
I'm asking you. What do you think happened?
I think I killed her.
What do you think? What do you think killed her?
Probably trauma to the brain. And lack of oxygen.
When you said you tried to smother her, what did you use to try to smother her?
Pillow.
One of her pillows or on the bed? When you left her, where was she at?
She was just in the bed, laying back.
Like on her pillows or somewhere else?
She was on her bed.
You remember what she was wearing?
Some kind of nightgown. I don't remember.
What color it was? No. Josh, mom's dead.
Did she? Who found her?
Can't discuss a lot of that right now. But you'll get a copy of the report. Josh, I mean, obviously you're going through a lot right now. Okay? There's a lot of stuff going through your head. I wanted to tell you that mom's dead. And there's a lot that has to happen from this point forward, okay? There's going to be some ladies that come in here and process what's in your hands, all that stuff, okay? I don't need you to put anything in your mouth. You can finish that water if you'd like, but after you finish that water, we got to take some swabs of your mouth and all that stuff. And then once we're done, I don't mind giving you another glass of water, okay? But you're going to be arrested for homicide. You got anything, Gillian?
What did you, when you said that you choked her, what did you use when you tried to choke her?
I used my hands. And then I used the clock, the alarm clock.
You mean the cord on the alarm clock?
Yeah.
Where was the alarm clock at?
The alarm was right there on her nightstand.
All of that occurred on the bed? If you're looking at her bed, what side of the bed does she sleep on?
If I'm looking at it, she sleeps on the left side.
Does anybody else live in that home with you? Just the two of you?
What'd you do with her bank card?
It was in my pocket. I'm guessing that it's in evidence now.
Okay. But it's an Eglin Federal bank card? And yours is too? And y'all don't have the same account? It's different accounts? Where were you working at?
Our house was.
How long have you been working there?
Since like maybe the 15th of November.
Not too long after you got out.
Yeah, we're ready. So this is Miss Christie. She's going to be in charge of processing your hands and taking some photos of you and some swabs of you, okay? You got any questions? I'm going to go get you some more water while they're doing that.
You know, when these drugs wear off of me and get out of my system, I'm really gonna feel what I've done. I'm numb. My feelings, my emotions are numb. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with my brain. The way I think, like, that's not normal. It scared me. If y'all can hear me. Since I got out of prison on November 1st, homicidal thoughts popped up in my head. And that scared me. Because I love my mom. But I'm fucked up. Like, she should have threw my ass out. She said she was gonna do it because I was out smoking crack all night. She was worried about me. She didn't know if I was dead or alive. But she just kept giving me chances and chances. She should have threw my ass out. She didn't want me to go back to prison. But me, in my mind, prison was so much simpler than the real world. There's been so many things I have to go do for to maintain my health. In prison, it's just so much simpler. don't know how to function in society. I don't. I ran away when I was 16, 17, 18. I came back when I was 18. Mom didn't like the fact that I told her I was gay. And for some reason, I just packed my car up and left. I went to San Antonio. I started dressing up like a woman. In drag. For money. I was prostituting. And then just being in the streets. It didn't start out with crack cocaine. It was marijuana and cocaine powder. But then it turned to harder stuff. I was 17, 18, and I've had this monkey on my back. But since I've been out of prison, smoking crack just hijacks my brain. Like, that's not what I meant to say. Since I've been out of prison, I can't control my thoughts. It's an obsession in my brain. Crack cocaine, crack cocaine, crack cocaine. Well, look what I've fucking done. I've ruined everybody's life. My mom didn't deserve that. It scared me. Living with my mom. That's when I was in prison, I was, on my own, It's prison society. Living with her, it's her rules. I'm 41, man. She's so judgmental. I don't know if it's the psych medication that I take, or if I need some stronger shit. I don't know. I never had a homicidal thought. I am a monster. What the fuck could I do? Why did I have to kill her? Why didn't I just say, give me the car keys. Give me my money.
All right, brother. Time to roll. They're gonna probably put them cuffs on back behind you. You got a cup, Keith? You wanna switch them out?
Yeah.
Stand up against that wall.
Joshua Nunn was sentenced to life in prison. As always, thank you for watching. Peace out, Wildcats.